Movement prep. Here we go. We're going to change it up a little bit. It's week 4 of the strength and conditioning program, rolling into the strength program. So we want to get a new fresh warm-up in for week 4. That way, when we get in our strength program, you guys already got the warm-up settled down and ready to go. It's a little bit of an extension, a little bit of kind of a roll-on from the previous ones as we continue to build on things. And so all the good stuff about getting our body prepared for movement, right? I do love seeing everyone come in, grab a little bit extra time on that bike to get some more heat going, get some more blood going, get some more just the body just ramped up, ready for exercise. That's really important. Something I personally do every time that before I lift. Just grab those 20 calories on the bike, nice and medium pace, nothing crazy. So keep doing that. That's awesome to see. Let's go over what we're going to be doing. So we're going to get glutes, lower back going on. We're going to continue on some deadlifts in the next program. And we're going to give some love to that lower back and those glutes. So we're going to take our band. We're going to put it around our shoulders. It's not going to be like up on our neck. It's going to be kind of around our traps as much as possible, but it's not going to be on the outside of our shoulders. You can try over here if you want, like way up high, but it's not necessary. Right? What you're going to do is you're going to step in that band. You're going to press down, and you're going to get yourself nice and situated. Let me do a little dance to get in the frame. Right? And all I'm going to do is I'm going to send my hips back. Right? Now, I'm going to take my chin down, but I'm thinking about my chest being up and my ribs being the same. So I'm going to send my hips back until I feel a hamstring stretch, and then stand and go up with glute. Hamstring stretch, glute. Now, there's going to be a little bit of slack at the bottom here, but not much. I can increase that by getting my feet wider. Stand. Hips back. So I'm keeping my hips as high as possible. Hamstring stretch, ass squeeze. But it's not a back squeeze. My ribs are down like I'm in a crunch. I can even think about crunching down the entire time just so I can focus on what my hamstring and glutes are doing. I can add some more by just tightening up on that band with my hand. And now the resistance starts earlier because I have a little more tension on the points, right? Or I can be across. I'm going to do as many of those as the instructor says. This should feel like a really good lower back pump, like a bicep pump to get all those good stuff going in. It's a good hamstring stretch, loaded stretch. We're going to move on with our half kneeling windmill. Let's put some weight overhead. Let's get that shoulder ready. We got some pressing in the next program. Even if you're in week 4, let's just get that half kneeling windmill going. So you're going to take, I would suggest something light to medium, get up bell for your half kneeling windmill. If this is too light, your shoulder is going to do whatever you do, and it's going to get sketchy, right? It has to be enough weight to where your shoulder wants to respond to it. So a good medium-ish bell for a lot of us is all right. Maybe if you have a really strong get-up, a light bell would work. If you're at the beginning stages of your get-up, then a medium bell would work. All the same good things about the half-kneeling windmill. So half kneeling, hands on bell, rack position, press overhead. Now I open and I hinge my hip and I look. Small motion, right? Open, hinge, look. That's all it is. Okay? I put the bell all the way down. I switch my feet. Rack clean. Press. Open. Look. Close. Okay? So it's going to say half kneeling windmill with look. That means open, hinge, posture, look at the bell, and then come back around just like in the get up. You'll do as many as the instructor says to do. All right? Then we're going to get into some lats, some SA, serratus anterior stuff. Serratus anterior is like that muscle, it's called Superman muscle. It's a muscle across the ribs. But this is like the thing that ties in our strength for our pull-ups and our kind of our overhead positions. So you're going to take, you can either use a foam roller, you can use a Prowler bar, you can use a PP9K if you really wanted to. Yeah, you could use a barbell, I guess, if you wanted to. But basically, we're going to be in a plank position. When I say plank, I mean knees, hips, shoulders, ribs in line. Now, your knees could be on the ground or toes can be on the ground. Doesn't matter as long as we have this straight position 1, 2, 3, 4, right? If I take my foot away, those positions are still the same. Foot's down, those positions are the same. So I'm going to demonstrate from your toes and from your knees. They have the same value as long as they are valuable for you. The idea is that you want to be getting like as much range of motion as possible for the most amount of reps as possible. So if going to my toes means that I can only get like 2 or 3, then I need to be on my knees. If I go to my knees, but I can do like 1,000 of them with no response, see what I'm saying? So just play around with it. Here we go. We're going to be, which way? I'll be this way. Okay. So I'm going to do the first one on my knees. I'm going to put my wrist on the foam roller. I'm going to drop my hips down, right? And I may need to make an adjustment. Okay, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to basically move the distance of my forearm. Okay, I can make that different here. I can play around with all of these. That's pretty hard. Even on my knees, that's really hard. So imagine on your toes, it'd be pretty dramatic. Yep, that's really hard. Okay, so do those. If it's going to be a while, let's say that you grab like 5 or 6 and you need to rest 5 or 6 seconds, and then do it again until the instructor says stop doing that exercise. After that, we're going to have lower body rolls to get some mobility in our lower back and our hips. So remember the lower body rolls from resets, right? It's about reaching and falling and reaching and falling, not a stretch, right? I want my foot in the air as long as possible, and then I want my body to roll with it so I get this big X pattern going on. Okay, I know that this feels good, but this isn't doing anything for our body compared to allowing our body to learn how to reach and roll. Okay, so keep your foot in the air as long as possible. You can worry about your stretches at the end of session. Now at the beginning of session, we want to activate. Okay, and then a little bit of skill. We're going to do a alternating dead stop bottoms up clean. So bell on the ground, hike the bell, clean hold, 1,000, bring it back down, switch hands, clean, bottoms up, hold, 1,000, then come back down. So a little bit of practice from 2 different types of skills, bottoms up skill. You'll definitely want to go to a light bell for this one. So something you know you can do a bottoms up get up with. If we're getting into a little bit of issue with bells or foam rollers, this would be a good time to like switch with a partner. You guys, one of you do foam rollers, one of you do bottoms up get up, or something like that, depending on the room. The instructor will help you with that. So this is what it's going to look like. Hand on bell, hand off leg, high hike, clean catch, 1,000, back down, switch, high hike, clean catch, 1,000, back down. I'm going to continue to do that until the instructor says, stop doing that, and let's get to lifting our weights, right? Let the instructors be in control of the repetitions. It's not about 5s or 7s or 10s or 15s. This is about getting your body prepared for exercise. So just keep going. I know you're going to get to a point where you don't want to do it anymore, but that's why you're in a coaching program. It's because we're here to tell you the things that you don't want to do, right? Speaking of telling you what to do, have you guys seen this board over here? That's the annual plan for the programs for the year. So you can see this orange block moving into a green block. That would be week 4, week 1, which is in 2 weeks from now. Sticker week, muscles, reload, sticker weeks. You can see the entire year and all the dates so that you can plan all your vacations around our schedule. I'm kidding, that's a joke. But it is there. So look it over and soak it in a little bit and look at it and be like, cool, it's nice to know how far out things are and the kind of the pace and the patterns we're going into. And then stay tuned for updates, right? We always got stuff going, and we got 10 minutes. Who's left? Well, if you're still watching this, appreciate you watching the whole thing. And